guys, welcome to or welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. I was just about to do a Glenda video. I'm going to do the I felt discriminated against one, but I have a bathroom break and all holy hell lets loose. I've had so many emails with pictures of comments off of Lisa's Get Ready With Me video, and I just went to the video and I was scrolling down to see how many have been deleted, and there's still a hell of a lot there. So this is going to take a while going through the comments and copying the comments I've been sent and not showing who they were sent by, and weeding out the ones that are duplicates. But man, oh man, she's riled the people in the cheap seats again. That was one I just saw. What is it? People in the cheap seats boo the loudest. Boo to you then. And this will be another one that she'll just forget about and carry on like it never happened. Never apologise. She thinks she's the queen. Never complain. Never explain. It's wrong. Anywho, Get Ready With Me, Maybelline Superstay Skin Tint Winged Liner, lashes over 50. Oh, she's actually put in over 50 now, not over 40. Full makeup Get Ready With Me. See, this is one I would have skipped over and said, we've watched her do her makeup a gazillion and 5 times, we're not doing it. But thanks to all of you, I know it's a video to do. So buckle in, folks. Shall we jump in? Ugh, sounds off.
Last
Sorry.
Friday. Hey guys, it's Lisa, and today...
Oh, and she's on double speed. I'm sorry. If you're new here, don't expect...
This very first copycat...
Hey guys, it's Lisa.
well-edited, organised videos, because that's not what you get on this channel. Anyway, let's go.
And today we're going to do this makeup. Last Friday, I put the video up here. I had so many requests for my makeup. It was the first time I had ever really done my video after I had done something else. I think I had a meeting that morning, and I was just showing you how big of a difference. First of all, how pretty the makeup.
I was showing you how big of a difference. Oh, let's look at this over here. Can you at least finish a fucking sentence, woman?
Maybelline is, and then how big of a difference the powder and this Estee Lauder concealer do. So I decided to do it for you today, step by step, and I also have...
I actually like... Is that a top or a dress? But I like it, whatever it is. It looks nice. So many... I was grabbing a whole load of comments that are still under here, in case they weren't the ones that were sent to me before they got deleted. So I'm drowning in comments.
I have some very important announcements I wanted to make. Everything will be listed below, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so here we go. I always just put these pieces.
Right, can we please? I'm going to keep that intro thing. Hang on, let me get back to where I was.
Okay, so here we go. I always...
When people say I'm jealous of how Lisa looks, and if I look like her, I'm going to put that picture right next to me and see which looks better. Bearing in mind filters, lighting, plastic surgery, and all the other fucking malarkey that's going on.
Let's just put these pieces back, and I have not done a tutorial.
Why do you put it back and then pull your hair forward? Put it fucking back. Which bit of put your hair back don't you fucking understand? Pisses me off, as you can tell.
Out here, or like away from my bathroom in so long, I do not know where my stand-alone mirror is. So we are going to...
I don't know where my standalone mirror is. It's either in your bedroom, in the bathroom, or upstairs. You don't live in fucking Buck House. Can you go and have a look for it?
wing it because I am determined I'm doing this makeup for you guys today. And I've got my microphone
And
right here. So this is my skin. Naturally, you see I have redness and I haven't had my eyebrows done in a while. This is the real McCoy here. So I am going to start with the Superstay serum in 220. And this is going to be just how I
it's very choppy. What's the editor cutting out?
do my makeup. And I am going to try to do everything that I did the other day. Honestly, this is just so good. So I just kind of rubbed that on the wand.
You do the same thing every day. You don't need to try and remember what you did.
I do go over my eyelids. I go over everything. And then I do go down my neck. Get all up underneath my eyes like this. So there's one side done. Now let's do the other. So I just kind of do this on it. And
Why does she have to? And then I do like this, and then I do that, and then I do this. We can fucking see what you're doing. Oh, is that going to be the thumbnail? Or am I just jealous? That really shows your feminine energy, Lisa, telling people they're jealous. Oops, wrong thing. Saved that already, didn't I? Ugh, ignore me.
and do this. Okay, I have been up.
See how much it's jumping? Weird.
And I do this on it and do this. Okay, I have been up since about 4:15 and I have a meeting at 9. I am getting certified. I'm already a certified.
I'm getting certified. I need to keep that, don't I? Where's that? Around 2 minutes. I'll try and remember.
Life coach. I am getting certified to be a feminine energy life coach. And I'm
What's the fucking difference? And you're doing all this in a few weeks on a Zoom call in your car. I'm a feminine energy life coach. You couldn't life coach a fucking snail. What life experience do you have?
getting certified to do relationship coaching, but I'm not going to do individual coaching. But I do want to bring all of these skills and things that I'm learning back to my channel and back to you guys. So
If you pay for it, you're not giving it to them for nothing. All these people that watched you all this time that got you to where you are now. And what are you doing? Shitting all over them, making them pay $111 for a pile of shite that you've probably said already in a video somewhere. She would make the Pope swear.
So I've been learning all kinds of stuff, and every day, I'll be honest with you guys, I learn more and more about myself. And
I've been learning all kinds of stuff. By your age, you should know all kinds of stuff. You shouldn't need to be fucking learning all kinds of stuff. If you're having to learn all kinds of stuff to be a fucking life coach, then you're going to be a shite life coach, aren't you? Well, we know that already, but if anybody's under the illusion that she'll have fucking life experiences to draw on, don't, because she won't.
do think before I even knew feminine energy was a thing, I have operated from feminine energy. And so I am.
Yeah, your version of feminine energy. John, I don't know how to do that. John, this is too heavy. John, I just set fire to my robe. You'll have to do all the cooking. John, I don't like going to that place because the car park's too busy and I don't know how to park at 50 fucking 4.
Going to create a basically kind of like a feminine energy 101 type course and give you actionable steps that you can take, that I have taken to create my dream life. And I was thinking this morning, something has just
So, let me get this straight. If I pay you $111 and take your feminine energy life coach course, you're going to tell me how I can have a perfect life. Are you? And there'll be things within this coach that are actionable and that I can do and that will work, and I will have a perfect life. Do you have the cure to fibromyalgia? Do you have the cure to depression? Can you get rid of autism? Can you make me live near the sea in a big house? No, you fucking can't. So stop trying to sell delusional, lonely people a fucking life they're never going to have. Oh, if I can do it, you can do it. I fucking hate that when people say that. I did it, so you can. Fuck off. Your life's totally different.
turned in me. In the past, I have taken to create my dream life. And I was thinking this morning, something has just turned in me. In the past, I would say week.
Something is not the same. Sorry, if you're new, you say something, it'll trigger a song, and the little jukebox in my head starts playing it. And if you can't join in the game, we can't be friends.
Something has just turned in me. In the past, I would say week. Ever since I did those last 2 videos. I mean, it was coming on, but that I appreciate, first of all, I appreciate you guys so much. Okay, I'm gonna go in with one little stripe of the darker color, which is 310. Same foundation, same sponge. And I kind of do this to, spread it. And you guys, this makeup may not be exactly like Friday's makeup. One, because it's hard to do your makeup here when you're not in your normal spot, but I felt like this would give you an idea. Okay, all the things I have wanted to teach you about and share with you really come up in my negative comments. And I don't mean hater comments, but I mean comment that are critical. And because I've always said it's kind of like what Wayne Dyer said, when you squeeze an orange, what comes out? Orange juice. And that's how it is with your words. What comes out of you and what you write in a comment says so much more about you than it does me. And it tells me what's inside of you. And what
Don't you love how narcissists all use that same line? That says more about you than me. Go fuck yourself, Lisa. Just because you sit there and put on a sweet southern accent and talk in a low tone and try to be all nicey, you're still saying horrible things. What about the lady in the fucking elevator? Huh? We've forgotten about her. You could have used your feminine energy to make her feel a bit better, but no. You thought you'd take mental notes of everything that was wrong with her and then come and do a video on YouTube and drag her for filth.
so much more about you than it does me, and it tells me what's inside of you. And what I see a lot of is jealousy, comparison, judgment, all of these things that are robbing women of their true happiness. And instead of really focusing on what not to do, I would love to share with you what has gotten me to a place where I live in joy all the time. I'm happy every day.
Yeah, you are. You're happy every day. Because you've got a husband that walks on fucking eggshells and can't say anything to you. You've got children that do exactly the same. You've decided that this is the life you want and this is the life you're going to lead. So you badgered your husband to give up the home that he built so that you could go and live nearer the water with an upstairs empire, which you don't fucking use. You've got no money worries. You've got no health worries. You're living the life you want. daily. So why the fuck wouldn't you be happy? There are people that have shit lives, really shit fucking lives, live on the street in London, live in a fucking thingy bag. What are they called? But it's not a bin bag, whoever's shouting that. And sleeping bag. I've told this story before. I used to work at the Waldorf Hotel in London, and it was winter time. It was coming up to Christmas. It was snowing. It was fucking freezing. And I was walking down, is it the Strand? I can't remember what it's called. And the local homeless shelter soup kitchen thing had pulled up, and what they did was they went around to all the different people and gave them something hot to eat. And there was a woman in a shop doorway who was 70 if she was a day. And they said to her, "We've got you somewhere to sleep tonight." And she was like, "Oh, I don't want to go somewhere to sleep. I just love watching the people doing their Christmas shopping. It makes me happy." I very much doubt if you'd be smiling if you were in that woman's situation. You have no clue about hunger. You have no clue about having no money. You have no clue about losing a loved one, losing a child, working a 12-hour shift and coming home and having to do everything in the house to go out and work another 12-hour shift. You're fucking clueless when it comes to life. Of course you're fucking happy. "Oh, I seen a bag of like, I want it." Click. Now this isn't jealousy, Lisa. I don't know where you get your fucking wires twisted about it being jealousy. This is fucking anger. Because you are screwing people out of their money. You're getting people to click links to things that you don't even like so that you get a fucking kickback, and you haven't even bothered your whole to tell them that's what's happening. You sit there every week bragging about what you've bought that week and how hard your life was because someone walked behind you while you were trying to film your fucking Friday haul. You know nothing. You couldn't give anyone any fucking advice. That fucking thing, what was it? What do they call it? I've got chaperones stuck in my head. You know that thing where they paid to get a message from her? And somebody said that they had a problem. Can't remember what it was. It's, "I've been thinking about this ever since I got your message. And I think what I would do, I would go and have a new blowout. I would get my nails painted. I would..." Really? That was your advice? How far in are we? 4.5 minutes. And I've had you up to fucking here, Lisa. How about we do a thing? What do they call it? Oh, I've got no words today, have I? A collab video. We'll have half the screen each. And you can tell me where I've picked you up wrong. Because I've seen your passive-aggressive posts on your Instagram. People who don't understand me. Really, what is there to fucking understand? Anyway, I'll shut up now. Or will I?
Might be moments in a day that are not just the best, but my steady state is joy, and it has brought me a lot in my life. And I have learned through talking to my parents, and just I have an incredible memory of my childhood. I know what got me here. I know why I'm successful. I know why I have a successful YouTube channel. I know why I'm not burnt out. I know why I can reinvent myself over and over again.
Ha! Reinvent yourself. You're still the woman who does her Friday haul at the fucking dining table. Where's the reinvention? Do you really know why you've got where you are? Do you really know why you've had a successful life? Because you had 2 fucking parents that gave a fuck, that's why. They brought you up telling you the sun shone out of your fucking asshole. You could do no wrong in their eyes. Oh, I had it hard. I had to be home at such and such. Yeah, that's called parenting. That's what parents do. They try and keep you safe, so they set boundaries. They did everything they possibly could for you. And what are they doing now? Still doing the fucking same. At 70 odd, your mother is still cooking you Sunday lunch. You should be going around to her house and cooking and feeding them where they're comfortable and do it. No. You just go round there to brag. Oh, look what I bought, Mama. What do you think of this, Mama? Oh, I don't like this bra, Mama. You can have it. You had a family that loved you. You married straight out of high school and that went tits up. So what happened when your divorce came around? When your marriage broke up? What did you do? Run home to Mummy and Daddy. Not everyone can do that. You've never shut up about it ever since. My life after divorce, really. People deal with a lot worse on a daily fucking basis, Lisa. So you ran home to Mummy and Daddy, and then your aunt found some sucker to take you on that wanted kids and a bit of arm candy, and boy, have you made him pay for it. I want to be a stay-at-home mum. I don't want to have a job. I want to do this. I want to do that. If you do all these things for me, then I'll think about marrying you. Really? And then you realise being a stay-at-home mum was actually hard work. And you whinged and whined about that. And then when they hit a certain age, you were like, that's me done. I've done my thing. Now I'm going to suit myself what happens. When you've been suiting yourself your entire life. Anyway, I need to shut up, don't I? Or this will be an 8-hour video.
I know why I'm a good wife and a good mom and a good daughter. And I want to share those things with you. And the more I watch, okay, this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer in 3C. I would have never picked up this color, but my hairdresser Morgan told me about it. So like I said, I go in, see how this is glowy now. See how you can notice every little divot. So we're going to go in here, 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 and here. And then I take my other pawpaw sponge that's more normal, and I go here. I try to, that's why.
So your other sponge is abnormal, is it?
I'm making this crazy face because I'm getting those wrinkles out from underneath my eyes. And we'll go here and here. Okay, so when I was thinking of all the courses I wanted to create, there are two that are coming up soon. One is going to be when I go to New York at the end of this month. I'm going to create the course there. I did want to do it live, but it's just not going to work out that I can do it that way. And that is going to be about finding yourself.
You need to go to New York to record a course. And you couldn't do it live because it wasn't going to work out that way. You could do it now, live. How to find yourself. I'm not looking for myself. I know who I am. You might not know who you are. And a lot of your fucking dimwit followers have no clue who they are or what's going on most of the time. Honeybee, I'm looking at you. You're going to tell us that, right? Okay.
Trusting yourself. How to become the woman that you want to become and be bulletproof. That is going to be that course. It is
bulletproof. You're bulletproof, are you? Oh, dear God. And I thought, you do your devotional the wrong way round, but hey ho, I thought you were a Christian woman. Like somebody said in the comments I read earlier, all things come from God, don't they? When do you ever thank God for where you are. I thank him that I don't have strep throat or pink eye or...
It's going to be powerful because I'm going to share with you all
I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry. I just can't. It's going to be powerful, is it? Be worth fucking paying the money just to see this train wreck of a course. Talk about delusions of grandeur. You couldn't teach someone to tell the fucking time, Lisa. What do you really think you're going to be capable of doing?
all of my experiences that have brought me to today, and I'm going to
What experiences?
give you what I want to do with these courses is not just give you platitudes and things that you've all heard of, because let's be honest, we all know how to lose weight. We all know how to do all these things. I want to give you real examples. And honestly, I wish I would have done these courses even before I did my carnivore course, because these are the foundational principles on how you can do anything that you want, anything. And it's through these two courses that I'm going to create. So the first one is going to be the feminine energy.
Right, okay, here we go. Here's a thought, right? Most people, when they sell something, make something, do a speech, do a course, they have, and I've forgotten what it is now, thingy stories, success stories, right? And then they troop out people, don't they? They say, oh, this is Janet. She came to me at 35 stone and I talked to her for 5 minutes and now she's a size 12. Right? How about you give me your course for free and I turn my life around to make it perfect like you say you can make it, and then I'd be a success story for you, wouldn't I? You could troop me out and I could say, oh, my thinking was all wrong. I did 2 of Lisa's courses and look at me now. Living in a mansion with servants. Offers on the table, Lisa.
How I've used it to create my dream life. And that is going to be a digital course. Both of these are. Okay, before this gets too wrinkly, I want to take my Maybelline Fit Me powder. I'm running out of my next one now. And this is shade 10. I get some in my lid. Both of my blenders are damp. I get some there and then I pat it off and kind of roll it off into my hand. And then I
pull a stupid face.
Do that. Then I do it again. Pat and roll.
Have you noticed? I bet her note to the editor was, when I pull that stupid face, can you cut it out? Otherwise Jules is going to clip it and make it my thumbnail.
Pull off in my hand, so that's like that. And I get the top of my nose. See how that has instantly smoothed out my skin and taken away the shine. And then
Really? Powder takes away shine? Who knew?
I just kind of clean off my hand with the rest of it and do my forehead like that. So that is the full concealer and powder and everything routine. Now the next thing I do is my contour bronzer that I did not get, so I'll be right back. Okay, I've really enjoyed this Dior Forever contour stick in 02 Tan. And then the brush I've been using is this one from Benefit that came out with their balm. And I just do this and I start my contour. I use what's left across here. As you can see, I have a big old forehead, but I'm going to be putting my hair down. And then I get more and I always tighten up the jawline. And then I bring it down. Okay, now one thing I did that day when I'm trying to have that more like boho look is sometimes I will bring my contour or bronze tour up onto my cheeks just a little bit more like that. Did I bring that?
I'm sorry, why does bronzer on your cheek make you boho?
Too much. You can always go back with your foundation sponge and knead it out a little bit. Okay, then I will take my favorite palette ever, this little Physicians Formula, and this brush. from Morphe. This is the M201, and kind of set that like that. Now I'm going to take that same palette with a smaller eye brush. Where did I bring one out here? I don't think I did. Hold on. Okay.
So organised. I know I'm bad, but if you're doing a get ready with me, you normally bring your brushes and your makeup and your mirror out so you've got everything in front of you to do a get ready with me. Oh, did I bring that? No. And you're going to help people lift me. Okay.
So I'm going to take, the brushes depend on your eye shape. They
No
really
shit,
do.
Sherlock.
This is an old Louise Young brush. I'm going to contact her. I sell these on my website, but I'm out of them. I'm going to see if I can get some more. And then this is a Wayne Goss number 8 brush. So
Why don't you make your own brushes instead of selling other people's? Was that too difficult for you? See, that's the thing. She wants the easy way out. She wants someone else to have come up with the idea, the shape of the brush, priced it, got it manufactured, and then she'll buy it from them in bulk and sell it and make some money for having done fuck all. That's Lisa all over.
I always do, no matter what eye palette I'm using, no matter if I'm not even wearing makeup that day, I always go into this same color, trying to start use the edges, so because the middle always wears off, and I contour my eyes. So I go right on this bone like that, and then I bring it down. And what that does is add my dimension.
What that does is make your long nose look even fucking longer and pointier.
Back in my face, and it just starts that contouring process. I even go underneath on my lower lids like that, and I just make sure I bring it out past that bone because my eyes are so deep set. You're going to think you're going too far, but trust me. And then sometimes I do the end of my nose a little bit, but that's because I have a more angular features. I have a longer nose. Okay, now let's do lips. And I'll wrap up my conversation here. I am launching my Feminine Energy course today, and I am starting on it. I'm probably going to start filming tomorrow. The introductory price will be down below.
So you're launching something that you haven't even done yet. So people are going to buy this thing and then they have to wait for you to actually make it. So why are you doing that, Lisa? Are you waiting to see how many dimwits actually pay? And if enough dimwits don't order it, you won't do it. Oh, guys, you'll not believe this. This happened and that happened and I have to not do the course. What does it offer? I never looked. Let's have a look, shall we, while we're here. Feminine energy is my superpower. Okie dokie. Is this what the fucking thing was? Having her photos done. The photo shoot. Fucking Brooke could have done that. Get your rolling rack, raise it up a bit, put a fucking pink sheet on there, stand in front of it. Brooke could have taken the pictures. But no. That wouldn't be enough for Lisa, would it? Feminine energy is my superpower, and this is how I use it to create a life I love. This course isn't about going back to the 1950s or fitting into someone else's version of femininity. It's about coming home to yourself. You'll learn how to live from your feelings, not just your to-do list, to trust your intuition, honour your desires, and create a life that feels as good as it looks. Through powerful mindset shifts and practical tools, you'll reconnect with your feminine energy, step into your full presence, and become the woman you were always meant to be. Confident, radiant, and in control of your own story. Hi, I'm Lisa, wife, mother, creator, and your guide on this empowering journey into your feminine energy. As a Coaching 101 certified life coach, I'm passionate about helping women reconnect with who they truly are. Beneath the pressure, perfectionism, and people pleasing, this course is born from my own transformation, one that taught me how to live with more softness, confidence, and magnetism. I'm here to walk with you as you step into your radiance, trust your intuition, and embody the power that's been within you all along. What's this step into your radiance bollocks about? Join our course today and start your journey. Well, you can't, can you? Because you haven't made the fucking course. Start your journey towards a life filled with joy, fulfillment, and success.
For both of these courses, and then as I add, I may add on to it, and they're going to be there for you. You can watch them 100 times. You can watch them 5 years from now. I do want to also say that this introductory course to feminine energy is not about how you dress. It's not about makeup. It's not about, everything has to do with love and your relationships, but it's not about how to get a man. It's not about the things that you see here on YouTube. It's about a way of life, a way of looking at life, and a way of moving through life. And I feel like everyone could benefit from some of this. And like I said, I'm not going to just tell you all the things that you've heard before. I am going to be real and raw and probably cringy and share with you everything that has worked for me. And then from there, I will have courses on relationships, on different things about dressing and traveling and just all the other things. Maybe motherhood. Okay, lip liner, my lip liner that's on the...
I'm sorry, you can't tell anyone about fucking motherhood. You don't even cook for your family. Mama, I'm hungry. Wheel, go back to your room. You'll have to wait. Mama's busy. John's taken Wheel for lunch. John's taken Wheel for lunch. John's taken Wheel for lunch. Why is there no fucking food in your house? What is it with fucking narcs? They don't cook. My mother was the same.
Away. Notice that I have like foundation on my lips. I go on top of that foundation.
Oh, you're a rebel.
Okay, so there's that. And this will last all day, just like I showed you the other day. Okay, I don't know where I put the cap, but I'll put that over here.
This'll last you all day, like I showed you the other day. You'd had your makeup on for 4 hours. That's not a day. I don't know how long a day is in your life, but most people, 18 hours is a day. Sometimes more. Clueless.
And then this is one of my lipsticks. I go over the lip liner and then I blend it in like that. Now the other day I'd had this on for a long time, but I did end up adding a little bit of this gloss drip from Kylie. I think it's pink something, playfully pink. So let's add the tiniest amount, tiny, because I don't want it to be overpowering. Okay, there you go. This is turning out so good. I love it. Okay, so now let's do some eyebrows. I'm going to use the Hourglass in Blonde. There we go. I like the ones that are shaped like that. And I don't really do anything before I do this. I just merely go across the top. This one is lower, so I fill in a little bit more of that high peak there, like that. And then this one, I just add a little, and I do try to bring them out some. Like I said, always trying to bring my eyes past that harshness that gets older as we age. You can tell I'm excited. I do think feminine energy.
What gets older as we age? Our whole fucking body gets older as we age. What are you talking about?
Has a great, the view that I have on aging, I think is a good one, and it comes from that. So I'm going to list the link down below to sign up. I'm kind of launching it today, and then I will tell you when it's available, and we'll go
How about you wait until it's fucking available and then you launch it?
from there. Okay, because this eyebrow is lower and I'm in need of my Botox that I get every, I think 4 months or something, I'm gonna go over this again like that. And then the eye gel that I always come back to is just this little clear Anastasia.
No one's gonna mess with
I do
Anastasia.
that. Okay, so the other day I used this palette, which is the new Morphe palette in Moonstone. And I'm going to try to remember what I did because I've only done that one time. So I believe
Once! And it was the other day, so why can't you fucking remember? You know what you use because you always use the same colours. I really like the look of their new palettes, but I'm so fucked off they sent her PR.
I can see I went in this color, this shade here. So I'm going to use that same brush that I used. Honestly, like when I go out of town, I only take like 2 eye brushes. So I'll go in this color with that brush, and I'm going to do the same thing. Just use it to kind of sculpt out and contour my eye. Like that. And I'm not going to go underneath, because if I go underneath my eyes too much, it'll start dragging me down. And then I usually will just wipe it off on a paper towel or I always have I have certain washcloths that are meant for this that my stuff is sitting on, and I'll just wipe it off. Then I remember going into this color that's kind of like a pinky nude color. And I remember that day thinking, ooh, you might regret this, but I didn't. I did a
I went into that pinky colour and I remember thinking, oh, you might regret this. This woman is supposedly a life coach who's going to tell you how to live your life, and she gets worried about using a pink fucking eyeshadow.
over my lids like that, kind of bring it in, and then you can always use what's left to kind of highlight. Then if I had to guess, okay, I used this little color I was kind of just trying them all. This little sparkly satin taupe from MAC looking type color. I'm gonna knock it off a little bit because I do remember this had some fallout. But keep that right on the edge, and then you can bring a little bit up into the crease. But
It's the Emperor's New Fucking Clothes. I started reading that the other day to put on my other channel as a nighttime drifting to sleep thing with the story and some noise afterwards. But this is exactly what it is. No one can see anything.
Typically don't want a real shimmery color in your crease. Okay, and then let's see, trying to see which other ones. Okay, I can see which one I used. And then what I do is my eyeliner. And I'm not through with my eye shadow, but I like my eyeliner as a guide. And this is going to be tricky because I don't have a mirror, but I'll show you how I always start this eye with like this. And I did do my eyeliner a little different the other day. So what I do first.
Ooh, hold the front page. She did her eyeliner a little bit differently. And I need a bathroom break. Please don't cause any more upset while I'm there. I can't cope with the amount of comments I've got to read after this. So just sit there, shut up, say nothing, upset nobody, and just talk about makeup, because no one can get angry when you just talk about makeup. I will be back in a sec. Okay, I'm back.
First is make sure that I get down by the lashes. And then what can I do here? Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna try to do a makeshift mirror. I start on the edge, come out. This pen is running out, so it wasn't as good as usual. And then I pull it in, and what I do sometimes is instead of pulling it in and all the way across to get a thicker line, I just pull it in to where my eye starts to dip down because my eyes are downturned, and this is lifting, and then I just connect it like that. And I'm going to do.
Is there anything that's not wrong with your eyes? They're deep set, they turn down, you can't put eyeshadow all the way along, blah de blah, fucking blah. Oh, half of these problems you have with your fucking eyes aren't even problems, but you have to mention it every time. I thought you lived in joy. If you lived in joy, you wouldn't see any problem with your deep set eyes. And as we've kept saying, they're only fucking deep set because you messed with them. If you'd stuck with the ones God gave you. But no, they weren't perfect enough for you, were they? Bit like Will and his acne. That sent you into a tiz as well, didn't it?
Do the same thing with the other eye. I will say on this eye, I don't do the, I do them backwards, but that's just, I don't know why I do that. Just the way it is, right? I do it because.
I don't know why I do that. Really? No one gives a shit, Lisa.
Because that's the way it feels right to me. Okay, as usual, this one's going more up, this one's going more out. And I don't really have that problem a lot. It's mostly just because I'm doing it out here with you guys. But I'm gonna try to fix this the best that I can and just tilt that up a little bit more like that. Okay, then I'm going to throw this in the trash. Then I'm going to take the Louise Young small brush. The Angie little small brush from BK Beauty is another one you could use for this. I'm going to go into my darkest color that I'm going to use of the day. That's what I do at the end. So the darkest color I can tell I used that day was this one, which was pretty dark. So I'm just going to tap it in there, tap it into the lid. I learned that from my friend Tammy. And I'm going to just come right off that wing.
She had to put that in there, didn't she? Just to let the haters know that they are still friends. They just don't talk in public.
Like that. Yes, like that. And then you can always take your other brush, wipe it off, and, you know, blend it. Okay, so there.
Did Tammy get a ring? Will Tammy get a lip liner and a lipstick?
There is the eye look. Now, I thought I would do, I've done this so many times, but I had to do this anyway. I threw my lashes away last night. I thought I would show you how I do these. So these are the Bare Affair by Kiss. And I just simply grab the ends with my, I did just cut my fingernails. And then I've already measured these. So I know that I like to cut the front little plasticky Invisiband off. And then I cut off 3 big clumps on the end. So 1, 2, 3. And that leaves me with that lash. And then I just opened a new one of these. I used every little bit out of the last one. This is the House of Lashes eyelash glue. And I do this before I do my mascara. So I will take this and just, you know, run the wand across this lash, making sure I get it all the way. And I will use these for probably 3 to 4 days until this glue kind of builds up a little bit. You guys have, I'm sure, seen it where it looks a little gunky and white. Sometimes I don't realize how bad it looks until I watch my video back. Okay, so
you're supposed to clean them when you take them off or before you reapply them. You don't just keep adding glue and adding glue and adding glue. Is that what people do? Yuck.
In my mascara, I'm going to use Benefit Bad Gal. I do use Revitalash. My lashes are pretty decent as it is, but I like to just go really close. I don't tight line, so I go really close, almost touching the, you know, roots of my lashes, or the...
Everybody touches the roots of their lashes. The fuck? You're not teaching us anything, which is a bit like this fucking feminine energy life skills bollocks. You won't teach us anything in that either.
Skin and build them up, focusing on pulling those out, having these in here. I want them to support my lash that I'm getting ready to put on, which is certainly optional.
Oh, is it? Thank you.
And I do not put mascara on my lower lashes. I just don't like the way it looks. I don't know, I feel like it drags my face down some. So now my lashes
It drags my face down some.
should be about dry. And okay, so here we go. I pick them up and then I put them right where my eye is turning down. And I just, wherever they land, I set them down there like that. That's why I love these. The band is like invisible. It just sits down in the perfect place.
I can't even see where her eye
And
turns
then,
down. I don't
you
know
know
what
I
she's
just
talking about.
realized? I didn't put on any blush. I brought one out here because the one I used the other day was this one. It's the Sicily. And I love this brush. This is a good brush. It's the Contour Patrick Ta, but I like to just kind of bounce around on these outsides, work it in, and like that. There we go. Yeah, that makes a big difference. I'm
Oh,
telling you.
huge! Astronomical fucking difference. Can anyone see a difference? Hand up. Anyone? At the back? No.
Get out of your routine. This is what happens. Okay, and I just had my hair blown out yesterday with Morgan, so it's kind of straight. But this is it, you guys. This is my same makeup from the other day. But like I said, the other day it was a couple of hours old. And, oh, I am drinking something new today. Someone told me that the Aldi brand cola, Diet Cola, tasted like McDonald's Diet Coke. This is what I'll say. Hold on. It is so good. It is very good, but it is not like Diet Coke. It's not even like Diet Coke. It's more like Coke Zero, but it has a lot of fizz. It is definitely worth getting. My mom picked them up for me because I don't ever go into Aldi. But okay.
Oh, I don't ever go into Aldi. God forbid. Do they have people like at Target with all their children for money?
Hey, this is the makeup look. I hope you guys, girls and guys, liked it. Oh, I love it. I love it. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to list both
I love looking at myself.
courses down below, and I hope that you will see me there. I am going to put my heart into this, and I promise that if you will come with an open heart and an open mind, we can do anything. We can do anything together. So I'll see you there. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Fuck off. Sorry, I'm going to have to put the fan on for a bit. It's too friggin' hot in here. Let's see if I can move the... That's not that loud in my head. I hope it's not too loud for you, but I can't breathe in here. Right. I'm just going to get the comments in order and then I will be back. Right, I'm back. One lady sent me an email with a load of pictures in the email, and for some reason my computer won't let me download them as a thing so I can have them in a file and read them. So if I haven't read them already in amongst all of these, I'll try and clip them myself and do them afterwards. But right, let's get going, shall we? Why is that like that? Being bulletproof means being able to listen to the opinions and views of others without seeing it as an attack on you. And it certainly doesn't mean they are jealous of you. Many women view success very differently than you. Some women see joy as having a day without being in constant pain, both physical and emotional pain, possibly because of the loss of a child, husband or parent. Some of us weren't raised with two loving parents. Some don't have mums to call. That doesn't mean they're not successful and did something wrong. It just means choices were made for them that they had no control over. So please think before you speak. Use your feminine energy to be more compassionate. Please and thank you. I love the please and thank you at the end. I find it interesting that when people disagree with you, your first thought is that they're jealous. Love you, Lisa, you're the best. I'm always happy too. One time I was at a funeral when I arrived Someone said, how are you? Well, I'm always happy. So my response was, I've actually seen that one, so I've got it somewhere else I can read the rest of that. Beautiful look and tutorial. Be-doo. I'd like to respond to some of the things that you're saying to belittle women, though you're announcing that you're becoming a feminine energy life coach. These women have actually watched you and supported you on your YouTube. You said that you feel appreciation for us. You actually do not appreciate other women. You only appreciate yourself. Telling us that when we leave a negative comment to you, it says so much more about us than about you is false, because everybody is entitled to an opinion, and having an opinion doesn't necessarily mean that the negative comment is coming from jealousy or sadness. Have you ever thought that you could be giving out negative energy? And some women are picking up on that, because to be superior, my dear, first you need to be humble, and then you have to be a beautiful soul, because beauty comes from within, I would assume. Oh, and you have to be a beautiful soul because beauty comes from within. Makeup and stylish clothes can change an appearance, but they cannot change the character. And I'm not saying that you're not a good actress. Hang on. And I'm not saying that you're not a good actress, but you being behind a camera and looking at yourself and talking to us in your safe spot allows your negative energy to come out every now and then. And now you're probably thinking, why am I commenting all this? It's because when I first saw you on YouTube, I actually liked you and we spoke together. But in your personal message, you wanted to act superior and you showed your true colours. So why do you need to talk about how good of a human you are to your family when that shouldn't be none of the viewers' concern? Lifestyle and makeup are actually very interesting and beautiful when coming from a beautiful soul, my dear. So I suggest you pay attention to the people that leave negative comments and don't compare them to orange juice, but to people with brains and feelings that you might have been rude to. I wonder what she said to that woman. See, it just proves what I've said. She puts on this act, and in real life she's not like that at all. But nobody seems to believe me apart from the few people here that have a brain. You look gorgeous. I've watched you for many years now, and I have to say it sort of makes me sad that when you touched on how to have daily joy, it seems as if it's solely based on a decision. The only way we can have permanent true joy is only found in Jesus, the Saviour of the world. I want you to be honest with yourself. If you couldn't ever go to the beach or the pool or New York or see another Bergdorf or Sephora ever again, would you still have the joy to which you're referring and the butterflies you get when receiving PR? Perhaps you would, as you seem to be innately easygoing and happy, but I wish you would talk more about the grace of God in giving you a mum and dad and family who love and affirm you, children who aren't ill, and how he has healed you through carnivore. This is just food for thought. I don't want you to have gained the whole world and lose your soul. Oh, Matthew 16:26. With love, Jill. Well said, Jill. Lisa, you brag too much, and you're rich and married and don't even do giveaways. All fake. Thanks to you, I'm wearing this foundation. I love it. I found what you said about comments, people being jealous, comparison, judgment, and it not being about you, it was about us. Well, take another look in the mirror. I don't think you know who you are. You always compare things to other actresses or whomever. You even have a picture in your bedroom. You wear the same tones of makeup all the time. Boring. I'm proud at 69. I don't. I don't follow anyone. I'm me and love to change things up. Definitely not jealous. Oh my goodness, Lisa, they came after you. I think it's something else, not a jealousy. Love your channel. I always look forward to seeing your videos. My blood pressure is great. They're answering to somebody that isn't there anymore. Did Lisa delete it or did the other person? My blood pressure is great, thanks. As for my panties, they're right where they should be. Didn't claim to know you, just observing the fact that you comment on everyone's negative comments. Same bandwagon kind of thing. Just thought you might be a moderating troll. I thought about taking your course. How does it fit with the Bible? The Lord has healed me in so many ways that I think the joy you are talking about, I think the joy you're talking about. I believe that when we have a personal relationship with Jesus, he changes us from within and we can become that person you're talking about. I have read the book Unique Woman by Ed Cole several times, and I have trusted in the Lord for healing and transformation. I love you and I love watching you so much, but I need to know if your information comes from the Lord. No, of course it doesn't, Janet. Not at all. It comes from angel numbers and woo-woo shit that she's been learning from some woman whose name I've forgotten again. We can only do so much, but we can't do it without him. Philippians, is it Philippians? Whatever it is. I'm having a bad day. 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I really liked your comment. Watching the video, I thought that at some point she would thank God for all the gifts, but I didn't hear it. I really love Lisa, but thank God for everything he gives us, and everything we can achieve is thanks to him. I think someone put, girl, come on, and started crying, laughing. Wow, that's so nasty. What are you doing on her channel? I don't know what this is in reply to now. She has no idea about anything you mentioned above. Why is it nasty? Are there no truth at all to that? I don't want to hear about anyone's experience climbing the corporate ladder. Plenty of people are born rich or married rich and do nothing with their life. Obviously, yes, it's an advantage, but it takes more than just money to be successful. Well, it's the money that paid for the extra subscribers. So she isn't really successful, is she? She's just bought numbers. The loudest boos come from the cheapest seats. Babe Ruth. Lisa. Thank you for watching, Robin. You sound very privileged, Lisa. How are you going to give life coaching and you come from a white, very privileged family? Where was all your trauma growing up? There are a lot of us who don't have loving parents, who came from a lot of dysfunction, losing children, no place to go after divorce. Your only trauma was your dysfunction. I think she means your only trauma was your divorce. But anyway. And you went back to your loving parents. Look outside of your pink bubble, girl. Exactly, that's what we've been trying to say. She literally doesn't get it, or simply doesn't care. She's been so pampered her entire life, she views any kind of truthful comment as being mean to me. So true. Love you, Lisa, you're the best. I'm always happy too. Oh, this is that one. One time I was at a funeral. When I arrived, someone said, how are you? Well, I'm always happy, so my response was not the best for being at a funeral. That was 20 years ago, and I still feel kind of bad about it. However, I'm so grateful that I'm such a happy person. I just can't help it. I'm just rarely ever in a mood. I love all of your advice, whether it's makeup, fashion, family, or just life. Thank you. Thank you so much, Lee. You've obviously got a good life, Lee. Well, that's why you're happy all the time. Did they never think of that? Oh, I'm just happy because I'm happy. No, you're happy because you have a nice life. I find it interesting that when people disagree with you, your first thought is that they're jealous. Have I read this one? Oh my goodness, I'm certain Lisa is talking about specific responses, not just negative responses in general. Good grief. Because some of them are. Why do you think all kinds of rumours start? Most of the time because of jealousy. Wowzer, what an empty sentiment. Obviously you haven't been listening long. She didn't say that. When did she say that? Did I miss something? Don't come for Lisa. Careful, your jealousy is showing. Play it from here, 410. Maybe you'll hear it this time. Maybe it's better to start from here. That way there's no misunderstanding what she's saying. So for clarity, which was what I heard the first time, she said that she lives in Joy, but notices in her comment section where there are negative comments, not hater, and where people are being critical, that those comments come from a place of jealousy, comparison and judgment. Although she forgot cuckoo, she said nothing about disagree. Now, where in the post did I hear the word disagree? So maybe you should take your own advice and play it again, so maybe you'll hear it correctly next time. There's no misunderstanding whatsoever, but I do think she hit a nerve for some, which is to be expected. A hit dog always barks the loudest. Honey, you can spin it any way you like. Lisa sees any comment, critical or negative, that's not kissing her butt and telling her how wonderful she is, because she has a fragile ego. Poor little bulletproof Lisa. She creates these messes with her horrible, disrespectful words of accusation to her viewers. You know, the ones who make her success possible. Then here come all her flying monkeys to defend her, and typical of her life, doesn't have to lift a finger to clear up the mess, I'm assuming. Yeah. So true. Lisa sees any comment or have here we go. Lift a finger to clean up the mess, or have the common decency to say she's sorry for offending so many women, and you wonder why people are speaking out against her nonsense. Use feedback as a starting point for self-reflection and identify areas where you can improve. I read that one, didn't I? So please think before you speak. Use your feminine energy to be more compassionate, please, and thank you. I like you, Joe. I think that when people know what her YouTube channel is about, Lisa buys things and shows them to viewers, and their immediate thought is to attack her based on what her channel is about. That is more than opinion and views. Someone actually attacked her in this comment section for being married. No, they You think they attacked her by saying she's lucky that she's got a husband that... If that's the case, then we should all learn from so-called shortcomings and be better and stop gossiping. Some people are jealous, it's true. When people come on YouTube and spread nonsense, that says it all. No matter how you were raised, she can do what she wants. This is her channel. So when YouTubers use a word like jealous, that seems to trigger some people. So if it does, move on. And there are hundreds of channels out there. Some people are jealous, some people are mean, but some are just observant. Don't say you're bulletproof and say you're going to teach others how to be bulletproof when you're thin-skinned. Don't let others brag on your smooth skin when you know full well you've got a smoothing filter on your camera making your skin look that way. So being jealous isn't a trigger for me. However, shadiness is. Thank you, Joe. I fucking hate liars too. Here's a thought. Why don't you let Lisa speak for herself? She's a grown woman with all kinds of feminine energy. Oh, look, there's someone called Wanda Lowe. I have no idea who she might be. Hi, Lisa. So what about if we want to take your course or listen to your courses but can't afford to pay the fees? Some of us here are really struggling with sick, aging parents, buying medications and paying medical bills. These kind of lift me up or self-help courses would be great for people like me struggling, but I can't pay what you're asking. Did she reply? Of course she didn't. While some may be here in their faceless pursuit to annoy and intimidate, and they may be motivated by jealous and comparison, there are others of us that find it hypocritical to promote joy by using feminine energy, proclaiming you can make anyone bulletproof to life if they pay for your course. That is simply not true and a money grab. I can give dozens of examples of women who can't be helped by using feminine energy. Lisa, go to a woman's shelter and tell those women that. In fact, Lisa, take some of your leisure time and go volunteer at a woman's shelter and teach them your course for free. Let us know the outcome. While you're there, offer some free makeup courses and donate some clothes and makeup and handbags. Actually, get out of your sheltered world and beyond Soho and then teach a course on something real that women can actually use. As I understand it, feminine energy is about being receptive, compassionate, open-minded and exhibiting care and support for others. Check those boxes off your list before you promote courses to others. That's my honest opinion. I was respectful, I didn't name call, and didn't disrespect you in any way at all. I just spoke the truth. But sometimes the truth isn't pretty. Well said, Joe. There are definitely some jealous women, always. I'm pretty sure Lisa gets some comments that are very unpleasant. Sadly, people love to judge. You have to be so brave and bulletproof to be able to put yourself out there. I've been following Lisa for years and I don't think she meant to insult or hurt anyone. Well, you're fucking stupid then. She's looking down her long nose at all of you, making assumptions and bragging about her wonderful life. Which bit of that did you not get? Good luck with that, Wanda. I hope you find a good free course to encourage you and give you some hope. I would suggest some good Bible-based videos. She's very full of herself. If you don't mind me saying so, America is in a right mess at the moment under your new regime. And you had to put that in there, Chica Baby, or whatever your name is, for what? Oh, now I've got to the end of those comments. I'll just check the other comments and see if I haven't read them already, and I'll do a copy and I'll be back in a minute. Right, there's a couple that I hadn't read, so I shall read them now. Lisa, just found your channel and I think it's ridiculous how rich you are and unreal you are and charging women. Lol, what are your credentials? Lisa, you brag too much and you're rich and married and don't even do giveaways. All fake. Life Coach is an 8-week program and does not qualify you to give people medical advice. Do not waste your money. She's not even a college graduate. I love that one. So, if I missed any more and you have them, let me know and we'll read them out so that everyone can see them, because she has fucking Brooke on clicky finger duty, doesn't she? Like deleting stuff and what have you. And she's there, I get it, at 5 o'clock in the morning. Thought she lived in joy. If she lived in joy, she'd leave the comments up, it wouldn't bother her. Or she'd have the feminine energy to come back and talk to people. I don't understand it, I really don't. She's 74, 74, sorry Elizabeth. And she can't even stand a little bit of constructive criticism. Everyone's jealous and they're all haters. Wah, wah, wah. Anyway, we finally got to the end. And if you got here with me, thank you very much. And I will see you in the next one.